What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, family? And what's up, friends? It's your boy Lowell, and I'm back again. I got to hit y'all with another video. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, I'd like to welcome you all back to another episode of Papa Lowell's Place. Now, y'all know that Papa Lowell's Place is a place where if it's on your mind, then let's talk about it. If it's something that you're going through, let's talk about it. If it's something that gets on your very last nerves, family, I say, let's talk about it, all right? Every now and then, I come across a story or a video that truly makes me question humanity. You start to question, is this who we really are? And better yet, is this who we've always been? Anyone who knows me knows that I believe that there is good in us all. I believe that people suppress it and they hide it for whatever reasons. Maybe it is to fit into society. Maybe it's past issues. Maybe it's the culture. But for whatever reason, they just can't afford to let the good show. Today, I'd like to show a video that no doubts question this humanity that I speak of. A video that is meant to bring awareness to those who are and who care about the most vulnerable around us. Watch this.
First here at 5, he was looking for love in all the wrong places. And now a 92-year-old man from Sun City Center is out nearly $800,000. 37-year-old Otis Swinton Jr. is under arrest, accused of posing as a potential lover, then making off with enough cash for a lifetime. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is in the newsroom with a story. Evan.
Well, Haley, he was just a lonely guy living in an assisted living facility who was apparently desperate for love. Instead of finding that, he found a criminal. Based on this stack of charges from 2019, Otis Swinton Jr. could also be called Otis Swindler.
It was 7 years ago where he was convicted of stealing more than $1 million from more than 50 people in Sun City Center.
Deputies say he convinced mostly senior citizens they had fraud on their credit cards and that they had to mail the card in to get it taken care of.
This is someone who is committed to stealing people's money.
And now he's done it again, with deputies saying that from jail, he managed to meet a 92-year-old who was living in an assisted living facility in Sun City Center. He pretended to be a swooning woman while he talked to him over the internet.
This was an individual who was lonely. Our victim didn't have family or friends in the area. He was in a facility, and he was looking for connection, and unfortunately he found it in the wrong place.
The victim wound up transferring money from a retirement account and into a regular bank account.
This is no small life savings. They had a substantial amount of money. He must have worked very hard for this, and this was a criminal taking advantage of this.
The suspect had others withdraw the money using crypto, peer-to-peer transfer services, and ATMs. In all, deputies say they stole up to $800,000.
Once our scammer got out of prison, he started depleting those funds down to zero.
Swinton was finally caught in Orlando at a Publix using the victim's ATM card, just days after he got out of jail on the more than 200 fraud charges he was pinched for in 2019.
He is not committed to rehabilitating his life, and he needs to go back to prison.
Deputies say there is a good chance there are others out there who were working with Swinton to arrange this scheme. They also say it's possible there are more victims and are asking anyone who thinks they might be one to come forward. He is charged with several types of fraud, but there could be more charges on the way that could put him in jail for a long time. Haley.
It's just crimes like this are hard for anyone to process because it makes you think of, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and nobody deserves that. All right, Evan, thank you.
All right, family, you seen that, you heard that. This is a 92-year-old man, and he's out of $800,000. Let that sink in for a minute. He didn't lose it in the stock market. He didn't lose it gambling. He didn't lose it with frivolous spending. He lost it because he believed in and he wanted love. And he wanted to find companionship and conversation. But what he didn't count on was there was someone out there that would be preying upon his vulnerabilities. Now, I have parents that are in the same age bracket as he is. And God knows that I worry about them being scammed as well. Mom and Dad, if you're listening, hear me clearly. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Hang up the phone. This right here, over here, is 37-year-old Otis Swinton, and he's the alleged suspect in this case. Otis, my question to you is this. Is there nothing else that you can do? Do you not possess any skill set that would allow you to complete an honest day of work? Family, we're not talking about 18 and 19-year-olds. We're talking about someone that is 37 years old. When does maturity kick in nowadays? 50? 60? I don't know. But it's a shame that you're already in prison for scamming and you're still running scams while you're in prison. No lessons learned, no growth, no reflection on what you've done, just a willingness to hurt people. And not just people, but people who are susceptible to your schemes. And I know that there will be some who will defend Otis, some who will identify. But I can bet you this, if it happened to your parents, you would not rest until justice is served. It's just the fact that it happened to someone who's, shall we say, a stranger, someone that you don't know, and therefore it really doesn't even matter. Me, I believe that things don't necessarily have to happen to me or to those that I love in order for me to care. It's called humanity. It's called empathy. It's called compassion. Family, are we losing it? It sure seems like it in some cases. You know, I like watching the show Catfish. It seems like every show ends in the very same way. People meet online, they talk for months, sometimes for years. For some reason, they just can't meet up. They can't do a video call. And in the end, they are not who they said they were. But this is different because of the age of the victim. When you reach that age of 92, you want companionship. You want someone to talk to. And if you find love, that's a bonus. The victim was willing to shell out money, time, and effort, whatever he had, all for the sake of love. Wow. Listen, family, stay in the lives of those who are elderly. Call them, check on them, make sure that they are doing okay. Ask probative questions, like the questions that we were asked when we were younger. They ask questions to get to the root of a problem. Now it's our turn to ask those very same questions. And yes, they may get mad, they may get angry, they may be upset. That's okay, because you might just save them a lot of pain. All right? So I'm gonna leave that right there for now. But what say you? Do you think that Otis was okay in what he was doing? And that if people are silly enough to send him their money and spend their life savings on him, that it's okay? Do you think that they deserve what they get? Or do you think that people like Otis deserve to be criticized and shamed because of what he is doing? And it's just me, but I believe that if it's found that you are still scamming in jail, on a jail phone, that there are phone privileges that should be taken away. There are internet privileges that should be taken away, because obviously you can't handle it. All right? I ask that you comment, like, and share this video. And if you find it in your heart to do so, please subscribe. We love to have you as a member on the Papa Lowe's Place family. All right, family, this has been your boy, Lowell Yarborough, here at Papa Lowe's Place, bringing you a video that shows a lack of compassion and an unwillingness to work an honest day of work. So you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right? I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.